guys, welcome back to the channel. As you just saw, I did the rice water rinse on my hair last night. I went to bed. My hair's still a little bit damp, but it does feel thicker this morning. Unfortunately, if you guys have been following my story, I don't need the thickness. I need the hair to stop falling out. There was a little bit less hair in the hairbrush this morning when I brushed my hair, but you know, keep your fingers crossed that the next 2 days yield some kind of promising results, because I am over finding hair everywhere. For those of you who are just joining us, I'm Ashley. I have been on a weight loss journey for the last 2 years. I started on keto, now I'm fasting, and I have had issues with losing my hair lately, which is the rice water rinse was one of the suggestions given to me. The other ones were supplementation of biotin and collagen, and then the other one was also refeeding. I just got done refeeding for 2 weeks, thinking that adding in tons of nutrient dense foods and refeeding whatever, it would help with my hair loss. It has not. And unfortunately, you know, now I'm ready to go into my 13th fast, and I started today. So, dun dun dun, day 1 of 60. I'm going for a 60-day fast. Keep your fingers crossed for me. That would be my longest fast by about 41 days. I've done a 19-day fast, and that was it. So 60 days is quite out there, but I think I can do it. So keep your fingers crossed for me, you guys. Today, I kind of wanted to go over some of the things that I've learned over my past 12 fasts, because I started rewatching my videos and really remotivating myself. And I started noticing some things specifically about my refeeds too that might help some people out there. Let's get into this really quick. For fasting, this fasting aspect, I noticed that I did get headaches mostly on day 1 and 2, but day 3, they were mostly gone. And a lot of that is because I had been keto prior to my fasting adventure, and I did allow myself to get into ketosis very quickly. The more fat adapted that you are, the easier it is to go in and out of ketosis. I had plenty of energy throughout each one of my fasts. I never had a lack of energy for more than like a day or two. I also noticed, which is something that's not really actually that great, but I also noticed that as my fast progressed and the later fast, the less water that I was drinking, and the more I allowed myself carbonated water or coffee or even diet soda if I was really stressed. Talking about refeeds specifically, I noticed that my weight went up more as I allowed myself to eat more food on my refeeds. So usually what I would do in the earlier stages was a 5-day fast and a 2-day refeed. I would do OMAD on my refeed days, which was 1 meal a day, and I would be fine. I would end up losing a pound or 2 on my refeeds and continue on my fast. Now, the more that I got comfortable, the more the 1 meal a day would turn into 2 meals a day. Or I would get that idea in my head, I'm allowed to eat. It's a very mental thing, by the way. You're allowed to eat today, so go ahead and have that second meal, or, you know, whatever. So my weight started going up as more meals were added. So the 1 meal a day turned into 2 meals a day, which turned into snacking. And unfortunately, after my 19-day fast, the 1, 2, 3 meals, snacking, everything actually ended up giving me a refeed syndrome. I go into that a little bit more in a different video, which you guys can check out. But yeah, it's a very real thing, you guys. So instead of losing weight, my weight would go like up 3 pounds, 7 pounds, 12 pounds, even up to 32 pounds, you guys. Like I said, I have been refeeding for the last 2 weeks in a way, kind of in an effort to combat this hair loss. It did not work the way I planned, and I did end up gaining about 26 pounds. So I'm not concerned about it really, because I know that with fasting it'll go back down, but it is a very real thing. With the more food that you allow yourself to have on your refeeds, you guys, be aware that your weight will go up. I realized that I started giving myself more excuses and permission to eat either early, so to break my fast early, or to eat a certain kind of food, or one that I would just be craving, I would allow myself to have it. So I would be giving myself excuses and permission why it's okay and why I could have it. One of my biggest one was, I'm keto, what I'm eating is keto, so it's okay. The other thing too was with the eating whatever I wanted to, as long as it was keto, my ratios got out of whack. So if you guys are on keto or you are interested in doing keto, the ratios are pretty specific. So it is 70% fat, 25% protein, and 5% carbohydrates. I was not getting enough fat, and so I think, I'm not 100% sure because I can't test the theory, but I'm pretty sure I was kicked out of ketosis the entire time, which contributed to the weight gain as well. So, you know, refeeds are a very, very delicate thing, and no matter how much you plan for them, sometimes it just doesn't work. So that was one of the things that I noticed about myself as well, is even though I planned it, I made this beautiful refeed board and it had like every hour have this, 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 and this. I didn't stick to the plan. And so like I said, my one meal turned into two, turned into this, turned into excuses, and it just didn't work. With the Refeed Syndrome, I actually even got, well, not only the weight gain, but also it put me into pre-diabetic range with my blood sugars. I got numbness in my stomach and in my legs, and also I experienced the hair loss. So that's what I'm still combating right now. Unfortunately, it hasn't, gone away yet. I am still experiencing some numbness in my legs from the electrolyte deficiencies that I gave myself. But again, you can check out that video if you want to. I guess in a way, I have a lot that I've learned and a lot of experience under my belt that I can hopefully use it to push me forward into this fast. And I just need to stop being so stubborn. I really do, you guys. I was watching other videos on people who have fasted and different advice and everything, and people who have lost weight. And thank you to the viewer too who suggested SC. She did a video on her hair loss or whatever, and one of the things that she said really stuck with me, which was get the weight off as quickly as possible so that you can start refeeding. Now, she actually ended up adding in potatoes and said that her hair loss stopped. As keto, I cannot do that. I cannot add in certain types of food. I have another challenge, a 365-day keto challenge, where potatoes are actually not they are available, but I'm choosing not to eat them until the end of December. January 1st is when I can start incorporating non-keto foods. If I want to, I'm not too sure about that yet because I'm not there yet, but it's just something to learn from. And so you got to kind of troubleshoot it. So I'm going to see what the rice water rinse does. I'm going to keep supplementing. I am going to do my electrolytes, my keto raid. A lot to be learned, but if you guys find yourself starting over and having to go back into another fast and start over again, it's not really that you have to start over again. It's just an experience. If you don't learn anything from it and you do the same thing over and over, that's when you have to consider it. I have to start over again. I have to start over again. But if you take the experience, everything that you learn, and actually use it to push you forward and be successful, then there you go. You only fail if you quit. So don't ever quit. Don't ever give up. If you guys are on your own personal weight loss journey, post it in the comments below. I want to go and support you guys. I appreciate the support and the love. It really helps me. And then one final thing before I end the video, because I know it's after 10 minutes already, but one final thing is that I realized that when I was posting every single day on my YouTube, on my healthy alternative group, on my other groups, when I was doing it every single day, I really held myself accountable, and I really felt like I needed to do that so that I didn't let you guys down. And that's something that I think I'm going to do again. So look out for the rest of my update videos throughout the 60-day fast. I'm going to take it day by day. Again, this is day 1. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. See you guys then.